happy Thursday. Just me and Wilson here today. Evan's already gone for work, so we're just gonna hang out around the house. I don't have to be at work until 3 o'clock on Thursdays, which is really great because I have the whole morning to pretty much do what I want until about like 1:30-ish when I gotta get in the shower to get ready to go to work. But yeah, we're just gonna hang out. I don't know what all we've got planned for the day, bud. Do you? No? Okay, thank you. But I guess we'll probably just do some laundry. I may do a get ready with me to go to work since I'll have time to do it. Sound good to you? He's watching the neighbor intently. I hope he doesn't start barking. This is pretty much how we spend most of our Thursdays. He's so comfy. Towels are finally dry. Thankfully. Took forever. Okay, so I'm about to go on a walk real quick, and then by the time I get back, I'll have time to eat like a little snack and then start getting ready for work, so I'll film that. But I just wanted to show you what I was wearing. So this is one of those cute little graphic tees from Amazon, and it says on the back, it's okay to not be okay. Just don't give up, which I think is pretty fitting for a walk on a really hot day. And then I have my Lululemon belt bag that, gonna be honest, I wear this a lot on walks in case of camel toe. But I could also throw my phone, keys, AirPod case, whatever else I need in there. And then I just threw on these shorts from Pretty Little Thing. They're like from their PLT sport line. Love them. They're so comfortable. And then my shoes. I got my shoes, let's see, I think I saw them on an Instagram ad back around like November time frame. They are the Axel Arigato Marathon Runners. They're super comfortable, whatever you want to say. And I've worn them on pretty much every single walk that I've gone on in the last couple months. But yeah, they're a little pricey. They were a Christmas gift from Evan. I personally would not spend as much as I spent, or as much as he spent, we spent, whatever, same account on these shoes. But I'm obsessed with them, and thanks, babe. Love you for these. Well, I wasn't lying. It is super hot out here. I'm sure my face looks like a tomato. It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but apparently this weekend it's supposed to be like 99 to 100 or something like that. So not excited about that at all. Also, these are Evan sunglasses. Kind of stole this too. Okay, so this is the get ready with me portion. I'm already dressed. I'll show you that after. I usually get dressed before I put my makeup on, which I know like everybody says is like a big no-no, but it's just powder. It wipes off. It's fine. I'll just be extra careful with all my liquid products, and it'll be, like I said, it'll be fine. Everything that I pretty much use is e.l.f. or Maybelline. I've got a couple like pricier items. My lipsticks and stuff are KVD and Kylie. But other than that, the only two items that I use that are actually like kind of expensive is this Jaclyn Hill palette. The highlighter palette that she came out with. I think it's the Flash palette. Yeah, because I'm pale. I think the Flare was for darker skin tones. And then this Tarte Amazonian Clay cheek palette. It's called the Precious Gems palette. I use that a lot too. There's a couple shades that I like a little more than the others, as you can see. But yeah, that's about it. And then we'll just get started because I don't know what I'm gonna talk about, but just gonna go with it and see what happens. Yeah, my face is always more pale than the rest of my body, no matter what I do. It's also more red, no matter what. So I just put a lot of this on. It's got a good, actually a decent amount of coverage considering it's supposed to be the Halo Glow liquid filter. It's actually got a like good coverage. And I might be using too much. I don't know, but we'll just see what happens. Don't judge my beauty blender, it's gross. But yeah. I always feel weird like filming this part because it's like I'm just like beating my face basically with this sponge. But that's okay. No, is this like full coverage? No, but it does cover most of my little acne, whatever. I'm just gonna take a little more and just blend it down my neck. It's like my face and my neck just don't hold a tan. And I guess it's because of my face wash. I don't know. But the rest of my body's still tan, so I don't know. I may just need to reapply self-tanner to my face and neck tonight. When I get home from work, we'll see. I highly doubt that'll happen. Thursday nights are like, I get off at 8, so I don't cook. If I cook anything, it's gonna be like tomato soup and grilled cheese. I mean, something quick and easy that's somewhat substantial food. It's not like great food, but it's better than nothing. And then, so I don't cook, and I'm pretty much just like, get home so late. Like by the time I get home, it's like 8:30, and I don't really want to like really eat as soon as I get home either. I feel like I need to like get home and wash my face and all that stuff and kind of get ready for bed, and then it's like I'm ready to eat. So by the time I end up eating on a Thursday night, it's like 9:30, 10 o'clock, when I should just really be sleeping. I don't know why I don't just go ahead and eat as soon as I get home, but I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, I always put my concealer on first because I tend to probably use too much and wing it out a little too far. So that's where like I'll just take my contour and just like blend that back in together. I'm trying not to make weird faces while I do this. Yeah, I think my whole makeup routine, it's pretty quick and simple. There's a hair somewhere. But yeah, it's pretty quick and simple. I just do really more like skin than anything, and then like a bold-ish lip or a nude lip of some kind sometimes. But I don't really ever wear eyeshadow. And just because it's a social media day, I'm gonna still be myself. It'll still be cute, but I'm not gonna like do extra. My makeup always looks pretty decent when I go into work. Can't say the same for when I leave work, but when you've got hair stuck to your face and stuff like that, and like lightener powders flying everywhere, it gets a little itchy. So by the time I usually get home, it's not as perfect. I still like feel a hair somewhere. I don't know. I can see it, but I can't find it on my face. I can't see it in the camera. Oh well, it's fine. All right, now I just take my contour. Also, these brushes are, most of my brushes are Morphe. Morphe, and I think these are the Morphe X Ariel. Yep, these are the Morphe X Ariel ones. And then I have one like oldie but goodie from the JH Jaclyn Hill collection that came out a couple years ago. Still use it. It's the bronzer brush. It's still my favorite. Just take this all along my forehead. It's kind of turning into slight tutorials, like just me talking, but that's okay too. Go up the cheekbones. And that's where like I blend that out right there, where I took the concealer too far. And I always do that. And this is the color, I actually found the color the other day. I haven't been able to find it this whole time. Tan Lines in the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. I'm a huge fan of this. It's super blendable. It doesn't just like go on your face and it's like, oh dang, you put too much on there. And it may be that this brush helps too. I don't know. The synthetic bristles, it's not, I mean, it picks up a good amount of product. It picks up like just enough. Because I actually kind of go back and add more a lot of times when I think I need it. blend that down my neck too. And then I'll go ahead and set everything and do my blush, bronzer, well, bronzer, then blush and highlighter, and then finish the rest of my face. Oh, may not make a mess with this today. Slight mess. And this is the Maybelline translucent setting powder. And I'll be honest, I don't know why they call it translucent, because every time I set my face with this powder, the butter color, I think with the Fenty, but it's the closest to like translucent. Anyways, most translucent powders, like once they set on my face, they turn anything underneath kind of a yellowy color, and I don't know why. Even Laura Mercier does that to me too, so I'm just like, whatever works at this point. We'll just blend it out with bronzer. Which is pretty much what I always do, because it seems like there's never a foundation that's like light enough for me without going a little bit yellowy or orangey. Like one time I went to Sephora and I was trying to get the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I did not have a tan on at all. And it's kind of funny actually. So I was matched with the shade Snow. So I'm like, cool, I'm white as snow, that's fine. And then I get home and it's too dark. It ends up going like super orange on me. So that means I'm whiter than snow when I'm pale. I mean, not literally, but you know, at least in that foundation shade anyway. So I haven't gone back to that one since. I just pretty much buy tan foundation, to be honest, that matches when I have a tan, and I just do that in the hopes that it like makes me keep up with a tan. Half the time it doesn't, half the time it does, I'll be honest. And the other half the time, it seems like the e.l.f. light peach that I used for my highlight today is what matches my like actual skin tone. So when I'm pale, I use that pretty much. And then I actually have the Fair Warm color in here too, because that's what I'll use as my highlight. And then I'll just powder bronzer when I'm pale, because it's too hard to make it not look harsh when I'm pale. So again, that's also why I like to keep a tan, because then everything just blends better. I also always take the bronzer and blend it down my neck, because like I said, translucent powder turns my white face yellow or orangish. Okay, and then I take this other brush from Morphe and go over my nose. A little under my lip. And then I just like to deepen the cheek just a tad, not too much. Okay, it's good. Go ahead and do my brows. I used to draw them on with a pencil quite a lot. Of course, I'd blend it out and like it would look natural, but lately I've just been into this brow gel. I don't really ever get my brows waxed anymore. They tend to not need it, which is fine with me. I used to have to get them waxed like every 2 weeks, and now like I occasionally pluck a few hairs here and there, because they just kind of stopped growing. I'm not mad at it at all, because that's one less maintenance aspect of my life that I have to keep up with. It's kind of like my nails, like can't wait to get them done, but it's one of those things, it is every 2 to 3 week maintenance, and I don't like sitting there all the time. I'm not good at sitting. I think that's why I kind of went into like hair, or I love to cook because I don't know, I just don't, I hate sitting still. It's like I can't do it no matter how much I try. And if I am sitting, I'm scrolling on my phone or moving my hands or something. It's like I have to do both. I can't just like sit there and watch TV and relax. I wish I could. I'm sure Evan wishes I could too. I probably get on his nerves sometimes with that. Sorry. Sorry, babe. But yeah, then I'll just go with this Jaclyn Hill palette real quick and just throw in a little bit of highlight. Okay, sorry. Evan just texted me and I film on my phone, so I just kind of had to stop in the middle without warning, but that's okay. So I've done bronzer, blush, highlighter, brows. So now I just have mascara and lips left. I like to use this L'Oreal Voluminous in the shade, I think it's Carbon Black. Yeah, Carbon Black. So it's like, I think that's the blackest mascara they make. They might have a blackest black, or maybe that's CoverGirl that has that. Can't really remember. I have some parts smell with y'all. I think that's cool. I have lashes that I could throw on, but I'm not really fighting with those today. So I'm not going to. One eye down. I thought that's always so hard to do. Do I go this way? No, go this way. I do both sometimes. I just kind of stab myself and I don't be. Not good. That's something naughty. Sorry, that was kind of cute face. Wish I had my eyelash extensions back. That would save me a lot of time during the day, but it's okay. So now it's this dilemma of picking the lip color. I don't know if I want to go deep red, bright red, hot pink, or kind of dark and neutral. I'm more of always a dark and neutral kind of girl, but which is also why I love this dark red so much from Kylie. What shade is this? God, I need glasses. Clove. There we go. Took me forever. And then this is the Mary Jo K, which is like one of her classics. And this one from KBD is called Baneberry. It's a really cute berry pink. I don't know. I'll go with the pink. We'll be extra today. And looks pretty good. As good as it's gonna get. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, so I might pop just a little bit more blush on, just because the blush that I put on, it's a little more neutral and I want a little more pink, so I'm just gonna tap into this. It's called Facet. It's like a gem cut facet, I don't know. It's a little more pinker. I'm just gonna throw that on. Yep, it's better. Okay, now onto hair. So I'm gonna plug my curler in, grab my hairspray and a brush, and I'll be right back. I'm back, got everything. Also, sorry about this nasty bruise. That's another reason why I kind of threw this shirt on underneath this one for work today, because I'm still trying to cover up that bruise from where I got my birth control replaced last Monday. Not this past Monday, but last Monday. It's been one of those things that's just gonna get uglier and uglier and uglier until it finally just goes away. But that's okay. Anyways, so just brushing my hair a little aggressively. Yeah, I'm a hairstylist, and no, I don't follow all the rules that I tell people to do. So like when you're like start at the bottom and go, yeah, no, I start at the top and just work my way down. Carefully though, I'm not just ripping my hair out. Okay. So we've got another thing that I want to address. Okay, so I lost the Color Wow spray, and now my Kerastase hairspray, the like medium hairspray that I love to use for everything, because I hate, like, this one's good, but it's the super strong hold. It literally says extreme high hold hairspray. Like, I use this for like weddings, like not a daily basis stuff, but something I can find. So yeah, we're just gonna have to use it. Okay, let me section. I'm gonna go ahead and take the hair, like my natural hair, and then the second row of my extensions in this, because I don't want my curls super tight. I just want them to be more natural and loose, and like I did it yesterday and woke up today and it was perfect, but I realistically did it today. I always feel like my curls kind of look better the second day. Just depends on how I slept on them, or like what I put my hair back with when I go to bed at night. So if I use this cute little scrunchie, actually matches a swimsuit that I got from Amazon, that I can't wear around anybody except for Evan, because the bottoms are like a thong and that's not family appropriate. Anyways, but yeah, so if I use that at night, my hair tends to be like okay the next morning as far as the curls go when I wake up. If I use the little teleties like I've got in my hair now, sometimes looks like a like I stuck my finger in an electrical socket. It's the best way to describe it. I don't know. All right, so I'm gonna spray a little bit. I mean, a little bit. At least it smells good. My hair's dirty. We'll just put dry shampoo in it when I get to work. Nobody has to know that. Nobody has to know that I sweated and then just let it dry in my hair. Except for y'all now, so whatever. Okay, so I always split my hair like the two sides like this, so that way it's just easier for me to differentiate like what side's what, because I like all of my curls going away from my face. I'm not one of those people that alternates, because I feel like I always end up with a weird one that's like doing something weird and going towards my face, and I don't like that. Move this water bottles. I don't keep hearing that noise. And that. Okay, so basically I just do like this, and then I drop it out. Well, trying to drop it out, and then pretty much that's it. So they're loose, more beachy. So I'm not a pageant girl. I don't like pageant curls. It's okay if you are, but it's just not, that's not me. I was the little kid that, I didn't play with Barbie dolls or anything like that, so I'm actually kind of shocked that I went into hair, but it was something creative and something to do with my hands. I knew for a fact 100% that I was never gonna be able to be one of those people that could sit at a desk and actually be happy. And don't get me wrong, hair has its struggles too. You can definitely experience burnout, can definitely be overwhelming at times, and all that good stuff, just because, well, you are literally, like, your whole job is to make somebody happy. You gotta fake it till you make it, but we do what we gotta do. So yeah, I cut down my hours this year. I stopped doing weddings as much. I think I'm still, might be working one later this year, but I'm not 100% sure anymore about that. The last time I looked at the schedule. And if not, that's okay. If I am, that's okay too. I still enjoy weddings, but it is one of those things, like, they never go on time. Like, we always have like a time schedule, and we're pretty much, as a like team, as a bridal team, we are always on time. It's very rare that we run behind, because we'll usually take 2 to 3 people with us, but a lot of times you're waiting on the mom or the bride, or God forbid the groom split his pants. That happened at one wedding. Or the mom's icing a cake the day of the wedding. That's also happened. Literally. So yeah, and certain things you just can't help, but that's okay. You just go with it, and figure out a way to like get done pretty quickly and still make everybody look good. So that way you can still enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your weekend, all of that stuff. So, you know, I was working weddings pretty much every weekend. I think I was working, yeah, so my normal schedule like Tuesday through Friday. And then I have like 1 or 2 Saturdays a month in the salon. And then it's like my other 2 Saturdays, so it's supposed to be off, were weddings, which is totally my fault. I was the one that said yes to them. I didn't always check my schedule when I was asked. So yeah, it was my fault that I was ended up working like way more than I had to be, or way more than I needed to be. So now that my schedule is pretty chill, like I go in Tuesdays and Wednesdays from like 9 to 2:30. Thursdays, like today, I go in at 3. I get off around 8. I think I'll be done around like 7:30 tonight. But that doesn't mean I'm just like straight up leaving at 7:30. Like, you gotta clean the salon and stuff like that, clean up your station. Okay, same thing. Start at the top, drop out, and that's pretty much good. God, I'm so short. My tripod's like on its lowest setting. I'm 4'11", by the way. I stopped growing in 5th grade. And by 7th grade, I was having like joint issues. This is how I know I was done growing in 5th grade, because by the time I got to 7th grade, I was I had been cheering since I was in 2nd grade till like all the way through 9th grade, and I started to have like really bad hip issues. And I went for MRIs, x-rays, and all that stuff. My growth plates were completely closed by the time I was in probably 6th grade. And all the tumbling and the stunning and everything just kind of took a toll on my body. So that's why I stopped my 9th grade year. And then the next year I actually had surgery on my hips. Well, one of them. I could probably use another one on my left one at this point in my life. So I'm now 28. That was 10 years ago. No, that was like 14 years ago, because I was 16 at the time and now I'm 28. So, but I ended up going to Nashville to get it done. The doctor here, he's a great guy. He works at TOC, which is the orthopedic center. Or maybe he was sportsman. Either way. He could not do it arthroscopically. Well, he was gonna have to cut like a big incision down my right hip. Thankfully, didn't have to go through that. So that's how I ended up getting referred to Dr. Bird in Nashville, who did my hip surgery, and he was great. And when I got out of surgery, he said, "Oh my God, you made me work," because apparently my hip was a lot worse than even the MRIs and x-rays and stuff showed. I was only supposed to have, so with a typical arthroscopic surgery, like I had that on my shoulder. I had 3 bone spurs in my shoulder, and I had that done about 5 years ago. Again, partially hair, partially cheering. But, so yeah, typical arthroscopic surgery, you'll have 3 little holes. So like on my shoulder I have 1, 2, 3. On my hip I have 7. He was like, he literally had to move people back because how bad my hip was. And I kind of feel bad for him, but thank you for fixing me. And I really don't have issues with it now. I can't really walk like super long distances, which is why like when I say I go for a walk, like 3 miles is my top, because it just starts cramping and feeling like I need to stretch it out after about 3 miles, which I mean, that's fine. And like, you'll probably never see me run again. I haven't ran in 10 years anyway, but every time I try it, it hurts. So I can deal without running. I'll stick to walking. My shoulder, I was actually supposed to have surgery on my left shoulder last year, but lovely insurance, it was going to be $8,000 out of pocket, so I said no thank you. And it really, I mean, it's weak, but it really doesn't bother me now all that much. It gets tired throughout the day, but I mean, I constantly use my arms all day long, so That's kind of to be expected. Well, I feel like I just gave y'all my whole like medical history all in this time span. Hope that's cool with y'all. Makes me nervous because it's so close to my face. Oh, it's hot. Okay. Sorry, I didn't burn my face, but the hair that hit it was hot. Okay, so let that cool for a second and go ahead and spritz it with just a little bit more hairspray. It is super strong to underneath. And then, actually, yeah, let me go ahead and flip my head over too. And then I'm just gonna take my brush, which, by the way, this brush is from the Hair Edit. Well, it's by the Hair, made by the Hair Edit. And I bought it from Ulta a couple years ago, but it's like the, sorry, I'm trying to get some hair out of it so it's not gross when I show y'all. But it's like the boar bristle, but also has the little plastic. So it's good for detangling, and I love it when I blow dry, so it helps like actually smooth my hair. You gotta have that tension, especially when you have like a slight wave or curl or whatever, or it just won't be smooth. But yeah, I just take my brush, I'm just gonna brush through it, kind of fluff it. And then typically I would take texture spray or the medium hairspray. I don't want to use that one, or this one, sorry. I don't want to use this one at my roots because I feel like it'll just cause like a sticky spot. So I have some of the Redken Quick Teas left over. I think I've had this for like a year, so hopefully it's not too expired, but I'm really gonna buy myself some more hairsprays. That is what I've learned from this video. Buy yourself some hairspray. Yeah, I'll just put it right there and just kind of shake it out. And I would typically do that with texture spray too, or dry shampoo, either one, whatever you want to like add volume to your hair. And let me not breathe for a few. One day I sprayed this and I thought like the mist had cleared out of my bathroom, and I bent down to put it back in my cabinet. Oh, my whole throat and mouth and everything was just coated in this. I mean, it tasted good, don't get me wrong, it tasted good, but I almost threw up because it like made me choke. It was like my throat was like stuck together after that. But yeah, that's pretty much hair, makeup, and all of that stuff. And then I'm gonna show y'all what I'm wearing, which you kind of got a little glimpse of it, but a little better glimpse of it. Okay, so this is what I'm wearing. So I have these faux leather shorts from Vici that I got like a couple years ago, and then this blondie tee. I can't remember if this was Target. I don't think it was Target. It may have been like a boutique somewhere here in Madison, but I can't remember which one. And then this sparkly pearl shirt. That's an Amazon buy. It's pretty great. But I like the length of these shorts. They're not too short, and it kind of gives you the feel of like a skirt in a way. But yeah, I just tucked my shirt in so that way it's out of the way for the day. A little better, so it's not like just like wide. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm wearing. I don't know if I'm gonna throw on heels. That would really help me out today because I have a couple foils, and of course, you know, I'm being short, that'll be over the head. But yeah, so either heels or sandals. I don't know, we'll decide later. So just kidding, I ended up going with my little Betsy Johnson sparkly sneakers. I thought that tied in the little shirt pretty well. So yeah, now I just gotta grab my stuff and head out the door. Hi, buddy. What are you doing? Yep, I'm home. This makes me so happy. McDonald's is my absolute favorite thing in the whole world, especially on a Thursday night. Ooh, I hope he got me a quarter pounder. I'll find out. So I know I said earlier that I probably wouldn't touch up my tan tonight, or that it was highly not likely that it's gonna happen. But it takes 2 seconds. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my Peptide 38 from Rhonda Allison, which is basically like Botox. It's the Tan Luxe, the water. And this is the medium to dark, because I'm so pale that like, if I used light, it wouldn't make a difference at all. But yeah, you wanna shake it first. And let me switch hands, because I can't film and do this with my left hand. I've got my phone in my right hand, this my left, so it's just, okay. So I'm gonna shake it. So it has little like floaties that separate, so you gotta shake it to make it all together. And then I take this little velvet mitt and just smooth up around my face. And down my neck. And that's it. So yeah, now I'm gonna go eat my McDonald's and go to bed. So that's about it for today. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, follow, all those good things if you enjoyed it. But yeah, I'll see y'all next time.